Okay, today we are going to talk about how to crack wireless encryption, specifically WEP, using Kali Linux and aircrack, which is built into Kali. Kali is a follow-up of Backtrack 5, and Backtrack 5 has been discontinued, so we're going to use Kali for this. And as you can see, I have a couple of terminal windows up, so we're going to need these in order to crack WEP today. So the first thing that we're going to do is, and that you need to make sure, is that you have a compatible network card, whether it be USB or the built-in wireless. There's a list on the website for Kali, and but if you want to know, you can just type in airmon-ng, and if it brings up your interface and chipset and driver and everything, then you should be all set to go. So this way it can operate in promiscuous mode and whatnot, and we can do all the capturing and everything that we need to do. So what we're going to do from here is we're going to type in the following command, airmon-ng. We're going to start that on the wireless interface, which we see from above as WLAN 0. And it's going to give us a notification of a few potential conflicts with this process. The processes that are listed below by process ID could conflict with what we're going to be doing with the network card. So what we're going to do is kill those processes. We're going to kill the processes listed right here. And you don't have to kill DH, so it's not a big deal, because it's not running on, or it is running on WLAN 0, so that's not a big deal. So once we have done that, we are going to type in the following command. We're going to do arrow dump ng on the monitoring interface that we just built. And what this is, you'll see what this will accomplish. It's actually going to figure out what wireless access points are in range and organize them and everything for us so that we have their BSS ID, which is just their MAC address, and the power, and the channel, which is what we're going to need for all of this. So I'm going to go ahead and stop that now, because we have pretty much what we need. And the one that we're interested in is this one right here. So right here, I'm just going to go ahead and copy that BSS ID while I have it. So, and I'll maximize this real quick to show you, but that's the one that we want. Resize that back. And in a new terminal window over here, what we're going to start doing is we're actually going to start capturing packets using the same command, using arrow dump. So we're going to do arrow dump ng, and we're going to use the delimiter-c for the channel. We see that that's on channel 11, and we're going to use the delimiter-w to indicate that we want to name the file. We're going to name it testing, and then we need to do another delimiter for BSS ID, which we just copied, and put in the MAC address of that wireless access point, and then once more with the interface that we had for monitoring, Mon 0. So once we've done that, then we're going to see it start to collect data. It's rather slow going at first, and there's a couple of ways that we can increase this. You can have traffic on the, if it's your wireless access point, you can have traffic on the wireless access point. If it's going too slow, right now there's very little connected to this wireless access point, so it's not accumulating a bunch of data. But what we can do, and what I'm just going to show you as a demonstration, is how to what's called do an ARP replay attack. This particular wireless access point isn't real happy with ARP attacks, but I'm going to show you the command just all the same. So if you do air replay, and then we're going to do command right here with the BSS ID again, and then the interface. Oh, oops, I'm sorry, I mistyped that. It's just the NG in there. Okay, and then what that's going to do is send an association request, and then once it's done that, what we can do from there is actually start the replay attack. So in order to do that, type in the same command again, except for this time we're going to use just a little bit of a different setup, because this is the setup to do a fake attack, basically a fake ARP. So, oops, and we need the BSS ID again, and then we need the monitoring interface. And when it does that, it's going to start to read the packets, and it's going to go through that process, and it's going to make your data increase dramatically once it's done that. So I'm not going to do it because, well, I'm just not going to let it finish because it takes a little bit of time, and I've already done it. We let it finish. I let it finish overnight. So what we've done so far is start to collect those packets. I'm going to go ahead and stop this, and I'm going to come back over here to my other terminal screen, and I'm just going to list the files. You can see that there's several testing ones that have already been made, and the one that I let run overnight is this testing2.cap. So in order to crack the WEP encryption based on the contents of our collection, all we need to do is use the command aircrack and then ng, and then we're going to use the file name, which is testing2.cap, and then we're going to go ahead and let that run. It's going to open up that collection. It's going to read the packets, and it will take some time. We collected quite a few packets. You'll kind of see them come across. What we're interested in is initialization vectors, which you're only going to get a small percentage of the total packets that you collect will be IVs. So it's still reading that, and we're going to wait. Alright, you can see that it's chosen it's found the BSS ID and the ESS ID, which is basically just the MAC and the name of the access point. You can see that it's WEP encryption, and it should open that up and start to process those IVs in an attempt to crack WEP. Alright, so here it goes. It's running through all the keys, and it's going to pick up more and more IVs as it goes. As you can see, we collected quite a bit of IVs, so that's gonna help us be able to crack this without any kind of a problem. All right, so it's been decrypted, 100%. We're good to go. Here's how we can test this out. We're going to take the key that it found. I'm going to go ahead and copy that. And unfortunately, we killed some of the network processes in order to run some of the contents of, or some of the applications that we needed to run in order to monitor and everything. So we need to start those back up, and we can do that with just service networking start and service network manager. We need to start that. Alright, once we've done that, we see our little internet connection come back up here, And what we're going to try to do is go ahead and connect to the network that we were looking for. And let's see where it's at here. Here it is. Okay, WEP is weak. It's going to ask for the key. We're going to go ahead and paste the key in that we found. We do need to show it because we actually have to remove the colons because it's not interested in those. So this is the hexadecimal key that should unlock this. Let's see where it left off here. 6C. Oh, I see what happened. It didn't paste the whole key. That's alright. So we'll just put in the last part. 08 Delta 6 7 Delta Bravo Delta. And then this should be a lot happier at this point. We'll connect, and you can see we're now connected. And that's it. That's how to crack it. If you do it right, you can do it in about 10 minutes if you get enough ACKs and ARP requests to kind of go correctly there. If not, it'll probably take at least a few hours to collect enough data from the network to be able to do it. So that's it. Thanks for watching.